What up, YouTubers? Cody here. Today we're gonna talk about Azathot and this fucking annoying shithead of a card. Alright, so this is growing in popularity. I went to locals and 2 out of the 11 decks were playing Alter Entity Azathot. And if you don't know what it does, it basically shits on your face and says, sorry, you can't activate monster effects anywhere. It's not just like Skill Drain, it's not just the field, where you can't activate monster effects on the field, you can't activate them in your hands or in your graveyard. Basically, you are fucked, and then it's an easy 2-turn kill. And it was part of the Luna Lights that tops, but whatever. I mean, there are still ways around the card, though. From my understanding of the rules, there are a lot of things that you can do, but we're going to go through the number 1 ways to deal with it, because it is degenerate, but right now there are a couple ways to side deck for it and play around it if you know it's coming. So the best way to know that it's coming is your opponent will most likely search rank up magic. A lot of people only play 1, but it's searchable, so a lot of times they'll get it. They'll use it as a quick play, let you go, and then on your turn rank up a rank 4 monster and bring this bad boy out. So look out for this. You'll probably see that they have to expose it to you, and you'll see Azathot. Yeah, you'll see a rank 4, and that's their plan. They can't, but the key is they cannot activate this until your main phase. So you have your draw phase and your standby phase, and from my understanding, you have the first move on your main phase before they're allowed to activate card effects. Before they're allowed to activate a quick spell. I'm not entirely sure on that ruling though, but we'll straight away go on the rulings I do know really well. All right, so the number 1 way to prevent this degeneracy from ever getting on the board, once it's on the board, you might be kind of fucked. But the best way to get rid of it is to prevent this piece of shit from ever being able to get on the board. So the number 1 way is quick play back row removal. So, if you hard draw Twin Twisters or a Mystical Space Typhoon as a quick play, if you know Azathot is coming, you're going to want to announce loudly, draw phase. During draw phase, I activate a quick play spell, you shithead. I'm going to activate Twin Twisters and then get their back row. Then they cannot activate rank up magic because that has to activate during the main phase. So you can activate quick play spells during your draw phase or your standby phase. This card has specific text for main phase. So a Twin Twisters or even the even more budget option of Mystical Space Typhoon will be excellent. That is the number 1 thing that comes to mind. And again, you won't play Azathoth unless it's going first. But, if you're going second, this is how to deal with it. All right, number 2. All right, from my understanding of the rules, normally your opponent can play quick play spells. I think some people have said that you can't activate rank up magic during the main phase because for some weird reason. Like if you're going to activate anything during the main phase, it has to be in response to something. So I think that's a weird little quirk. But assuming that's true, if that's not true, go ahead and leave in the comment section, leave the link or whatever to where the official ruling is, blah, blah, blah. But Pancratops should be an excellent response. So, what you'll do, you'll get Pancratops on the field, and depending on how smart your opponent is, they might activate rank up magic in response to this, but that's okay. You get a quick effect. You can pop this off, and the quick effect will let you destroy the rank monster that they're trying to rank up, and then basically it's a dead play. And then you can go about with your merry little day and do things just fine. And yeah, that's a great way to say fuck you to the Azathoth degeneracy. Alright, option. This is your 3rd option. Alright, you have Dogran or any really kaiju. You get their rank 4 monster off the field before they can activate rank up magic. That's the way tribute summons work. And yeah, this is also a great way to say fuck you and go about your plays. So hopefully we don't have to worry about rank up magic forever. It might, or the Phantom Knights rank up. I think eventually that card might get hit, but it's in that weird zone to where there are at least a couple things you can do about it. So we'll see how long Konami accepts that degeneracy. It's hard to say exactly what they'll do about it. Anyway, that's what I have in response to that card. Again, you have very limited plays. Perhaps. Impermanence might be an option. It depends on, it would be hard to actually activate impermanence though, because normally they'll activate rank up magic in response to something. All right, thanks guys. Peace. Hopefully you don't get wrecked.